Hello all of you Swifties and Swizzlers, my name is Shannon and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And I am so excited about this video because this is my folklore reaction video. Now, this isn't your typical reaction video because I have, copyright is not my friend. And so I cannot play the songs for you guys because I will get copyrighted and my channel will get taken down, which I really don't want to happen because I love making these videos for you guys. So I do my reaction in a different way. And the different way that I do my reaction is I pull up a list of the songs on my laptop and, I tell you a little bit about each one of them and what I thought when I was listening to it for the first time. And then at the end, I'm probably going to give a rank of what songs, what are my, top 3, maybe top 5. I don't know if I'll be able to decide because I love so many songs on this album. It's quickly turning into my favorite album. So I'm so excited to share with you guys my thoughts on Folklore. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right on into the video. Okay, so this album, when I first heard, what am I saying? I'm so excited to talk about this album with you guys, clearly. But the first time I listened to Folklore, I obviously stayed up till midnight so I could get, be one of the first people to listen to Folklore as soon as it dropped. And when I listen to an album for the first time, I'm always, confused because I'm just what? It's just so weird to me that, these new songs and melodies just exist, and I'm just what? I just get so confused, and it's always super duper weird when I listen to songs for the first time. So I obviously listen to this album over and over and over again, and the more and more I listen to it, the more and more I fall in love with it, and it's definitely becoming one of my favorite albums. It's so different from any other album that Taylor has ever released. It's complete opposite from Lover, which was released almost a year ago, not even a year ago yet. So yeah, it's super duper crazy. And I like it though. I like how different it is, and I like the style. I like how much of a story she's telling. I'm gonna get more into stories as I go through each of the songs themselves. I haven't done a lot of research yet on all of the songs, so I can't really talk about them, talk about their stories just yet, but I do know a little bit. But this is just speculation, and this is just what I personally think. I do know a little bit about 3 specific songs, and about a little bit about the story behind them. That's just from other Swiftie speculation, so I'm not trying to take credit for it, but I'll let you know when we come to them. So yeah, that's basically what I think about the album as a whole. I love it so much. Like I said, quickly turning into my favorite album. So yeah, let's just get into all of the specific songs now. So the first song on the album is called The One, and I like this song. Like I said, when I was first listening to the album and the song came out, I'm oh, okay, it's a slower paced song, I like it, it's cute. And I heard that this song was about Calvin Harris, I think, don't quote me on that, but and her relationship with him. And what I get from listening to this song, she talks about oh, I thought you were the one, and I don't know, I'm super duper bad at explaining stuff, so I'm sorry that this video is probably going to be all over the place. But yeah, so I like it. I'm pretty sure this song is about her. So most of the songs on this album are just stories that she made up when she first released the album. You can look on her Instagram or probably any other social media that Taylor has. I only have Instagram, so I don't know if specifically if it's anywhere else. But before she released it, when she first announced it, she released this I'm wrong. When she did first release it, she also released this statement, and she's like, you know, this album, it really isn't about me per se, it's just about a bunch of stories that I came up with during this time in quarantine. And so yeah, I like that. I like that about this album because I am a sucker for a good story. I love reading, and that's why I love listening to songs like this. I love listening to songs that like interact. Like I said earlier, talking about the group of 3 songs that like interconnect and have just one big storyline. And I love that so much. I just love when albums just like interconnect and just come together to tell this one big story. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things about music, is that it, you know, you can tell a story. So yeah, but like I said, the one is, I'm pretty sure what I've heard is that it's based off of her and one of her actual relationships. So yeah, that's the one. I like it. Not my favorite, you know, it's pretty good though. Number 2 is Cardigan, and I love this song so much. The video was so mystical and magical, and I love that so much. And this is one of the 3 songs that interconnect. When she was releasing the Cardigan music video, and you know, we were just like waiting for it to come out, we were like in the waiting room and stuff, fans could ask Taylor questions. And one of the, I don't know specifically what the question was, but I know that Taylor answered that there are 3 songs that talk about teenagers that are in love, and that it's a story. And from listening to those 3 songs, we know what the story is. And yeah, so normally, I don't know, but when Taylor releases like a single and a song, it's not normally my favorite. I don't know why. I just really haven't been like a huge fan of all of the singles that Taylor has released, but I am obsessed with Cardigan, probably due to the fact that it's part of a bigger and larger storyline, but also I just love it. I think it's so catchy. It's great. 10 out of 10 for me. So I'm going to start going into the storyline that me and obviously other Swifties have, you know, thought about. And so Cardigan is the song. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the 3 songs that Cardigan connects to. So Cardigan connects to Betty, and there's a debate going on whether it connects to Illicit Affairs or August. And in my personal opinion, it connects to August. So when I talk about the story between these 3 songs, I'm just going to use August and not Illicit Affairs. But like I said, I don't know everything. This is just my thoughts. This is just my personal opinion. So I'll probably go to another channel, watch other videos, and, you know, see other people's opinions. And maybe they might think Illicit Affairs is the 3rd song and not August. But in my personal opinion, it's August. So basically, kind of big overview is these 3 songs interconnect because it's 3 different people's point of view, 3 different teenagers' point of view. So the 3 people's names are Betty, James, and then there is a 3rd person, but we don't know their name, so they're just gonna be nameless. And basically the story goes along and talks about them, and Betty and James were dating, but during the summer James starts having I was gonna say affair, but that doesn't really work. James starts cheating on Betty with this other girl. And these 3 songs are their 3 different perspectives of the situation. So Cardigan is Betty's perspective, and, you know, she talks about like how he makes her feel like good and how he makes her feel special and stuff, and how she's like in love with him and stuff. And I really like it. Like I said, one of my favorites. And so yeah, Cardigan is the girl Betty's point of view of the situation, and you know what she has to say about it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say on it for now. When I get to the 2 other songs, I'll talk about, you know, who the person is and their point of view. The 3rd song is The Last Great American Dynasty, and once again, one of my favorites. I love this song so much, probably because of the place. So what I personally think this song is about is that Taylor wrote a story about her Rhode Island home, and she talks about the previous owners and what happened there before she moved in. And probably a special place in my heart because I live right near Rhode Island. I love the state of Rhode Island. I go down there because I have family down there and stuff, and I love it so much. And knowing that there's like a song about Taylor Swift's house that's in Rhode Island, it's just amazing to me. And like I said, this is one of her songs that are about a story that she's telling. And yeah, so basically in the song it talks about a couple and how I'm pretty sure the guy dies. I don't know if the girl killed him or something. Like I said, I haven't done much research. I'm just telling you how I like the song and a little bit about it in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know, he dies or something, and then she's just like crazy and wild, and like, you know, she moves away from the house, and you know, she's just like the big life of the state or the town or, you know, whatever. And so yeah, it talks about that, and then it talks about how like the house is like sold or something, I don't know, and then Taylor buys it, and like, I don't know, it's about this girl and how she's like ruining the dynasty and stuff, and how she's like crazy. Yeah, that's that. I don't really know what I'm saying. Don't quote me on any of this stuff. I'm just here to tell you my reactions to the song. And I love the song. One of my favorites. I'm gonna say a little about a lot of them because I have a lot of favorites. But if I were to rank it and put it in a list, this would probably be my number 1. I'm just gonna say that now. Okay. So moving on to the 4th song, Exile. And I also love this song. It's very sad, and you know, this is the song that she sings with Bon Iver, I believe who it is, and this is like one of the like sad songs on the album. A lot of them are sad, and I like that. I love Taylor Swift sad songs, and yeah, this song, it reminds me a lot of The Last Time, and I loved The Last Time, and it's just like 2 people talking to each other and like talking about a situation, and I'm guessing how they broke up. And I really like that. Probably my top 5. Not number 1 though. Probably Great American Dynasty. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that one. Moving on to number 5, My Tears Ricochet. Of course, track 5, very important in the Swiftie community, and it's sad, and I love it. Not one of my favorites. I still like it though. I like all of the songs in this album. So don't get me wrong, I've listened to it like 7 times already. And I'm obsessed with it, you know. But this just isn't one of my favorites, but I still like it and I still enjoy listening to it. So yeah, it's sad. I don't really know what it's about. It's just sad. Sorry, I didn't listen to the songs right before filming this. I'm just going off of like my memory, and I really can't, like I said, I can't go into depth about each song. I'm just telling you my thoughts and reactions to them. So yeah, moving on to number 6, Mirror Ball. And this song, I'm not sure if it's a made-up story. It might be. But it talks about, so Taylor talks about, you know, how she's like a mirror ball and she wants to like show you, I don't know, I think she's like wants to show this guy how like he's feeling, and I think she just wants to make him feel better and fix him. And, you know, like be the focus of his life. I'm not sure, don't quote me, that's just what I think from listening to it a few times. Oh, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't watch any of the lyric videos, but I have heard that when you watch them, you get like a better idea of the song, and you obviously learn the lyrics. So I probably should have done that before filming this video, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. And if that meant that not listening to the videos, that meant not listening to this, watching the videos. So yeah. I'm going to talk about what I think about her releasing lyric videos for each of the songs later. So yeah, Mirror Ball, once again, not one of my favorites, probably lower on the list. Catchy though. So yeah, moving on to track number 7, and it's called 7. And I really like this one. For some reason, when I listen to it, it makes me think of Madonna. Don't know why. Couldn't tell ya. It just does for some reason. Like, I don't even listen to Madonna. I don't know why this song reminds me of Madonna. It just kind of does. But yeah, I really like it. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's different and it's nice and I like it. Yeah. Alright. I don't have much more to say about that one, but I have a lot to say about this next one because track number 8 is August. And once again, in my opinion, this is one of the 3 point of views. Like I said, still going back and forth between August and Illicit Affairs. But from what I think and what I know about the storyline we have going on here, interconnecting these 3 songs, August is the girl who James had an affair with. Cheated. You know, I keep mixing them up. It's fine. But yeah, it talks about how, you know, she was like falling in love with him and she just wants to be with him, and that she would cancel all her plans for him and she just wanted to be there for him, and that it was just like a summer thing. This was happening during the summertime, so we get more information about that. And, you know, she just talks about how she wants him and she just doesn't want to be the other girl. And I like it, you know, I do like it, probably because it's one of the 3 songs, but yeah, I really like it. And that's number 8, August. So number 9, this is me trying, what I consider another one of the very sad songs. You know, it just talks about her trying. I don't know what to say. I clearly have favorites and I clearly listen to more than others because the ones that I know more about means I've listened to it more times and I've actually tried to go through the lyrics. So sorry if I'm like kind of like skipping over your favorite, I guess, and just like telling what I think about the song instead of going into depth about the meaning behind it and stuff. But I like the song. Not one of my favorites, but you know, it's like probably in the middle of the list. I would say that. Number 10, Illicit Affairs. This is another song. This is the song that people think is part of the 3 songs. I don't think so. Because this just talks about in like affair in general and that how like they're trying to hide the relationship. And considering that the 3 songs have to do with teenagers, this song just, I don't know, it doesn't seem teenagery to me. And it also doesn't really have that much like interconnecting information, because August has like a lot of interconnecting information, such as it happening in summer, and then that is repeated in the song Betty. And you know, you can tell that August like is about like affairs and it's hiding and stuff, and it's like, I think at one point they talked about like going behind the library or something. I don't know. Yeah. So like I said, I think August is the one connecting more because it just has more parallels. But Illicit Affairs is about cheating in general. So yeah, I like it. I like August better because they're both talking about similar stuff. But I prefer August. But yeah, I still like it though. Probably in the middle, I'd say. Yeah. So moving on to number 11, Invisible String. I like the song. Probably higher up in the middle. Still in the middle, but like higher up. Like not exactly one of my favorites, but not one of my least favorites. And yeah, I like it. So that's all I gotta say about that one. But moving on to number 12, Mad Woman. I'm just gonna stop saying I like the songs because we know you like all of the songs, Shannon. Like, I'm gonna say this once. I like all the songs. I love all the songs. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, in comparison to the other songs on the album, you know, this is the one that, like, I like more and stuff. But I like all of them. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, for some reason, when the first track list was released, I thought Mad Woman was going to be more like, in the song Reputation, like, Don't Blame Me. I don't know why I thought it was going to be like that, but it's going to be, like, crazier, but, you know, it's still part of, like, the same melody, and it fits into the album really well. And I forget which song specifically, but they do mention the lyrics, Mad Woman. I'm pretty sure it's the last Great American Dynasty where they mention, I don't know, it's just words, Mad Woman. But I'm like, it connects to, like, Mad Woman. Like, yes, with the parallels. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that song. I like it, probably lower, middle, but still like it. So moving on to number 13, Epiphany. You know, this song is more towards, like, the bottom of my list if I were ranking all of these songs. It's just kind of boring and not really memorable in my opinion, but, you know, still good. It's nice and calming, and, you know, if you're just, like, trying to focus on something and, like, multitask, it's just a good song to listen to in the background, and I love to listen to music before I go to sleep. And this album is, like, the perfect album, in my opinion, to just put on and shuffle, put in your headphones, lay down, you know, try and fall asleep, and I knocked out almost immediately. And this is, like, one of the songs that, you know, I think is good to, like, fall asleep to and stuff. So yeah, I like it for that, but I don't like it to just, like, listen to it, be like, yes, like, Taylor, like, yes, this music, like, you know. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this one. Moving on to number 14, Betty, another one of my favorites, hands down. So this is James's point of view, and this is the final song in, like, the trio, and this is James talking to Betty and saying, like, I know, like, I messed up, like, it was only summer thing. He talks about a summer thing that bumps back to August. He also talks about Betty's cardigan, which jumps back to the song Cardigan, and he's like, I know it's only a summer thing, like, I know you probably hate me, but, like, I really want you back, I really miss you, just, like, you know, come back to me, like, if I showed up to your party, would you, like, say, like, F you, you know. And yeah, this is probably the song I know the most about, because it's just, like, I don't know, I find it sweet in, like, a weird, I don't know, I find it sweet in, like, a weird way, and I find, like, one of those romantic moments in a romance movie, and I know he's apologizing after cheating on her, so I shouldn't really think that way, but I love it because it's a big part of the story, and yeah, and I love that, and, like, thinking back to August and thinking about the way the girl he cheated on feels. She's like, why do you have to go back to her, you know. It just interconnects so well. Cardigan, though, is just, like, kind of, like, there, like, she's just talking about him in general and doesn't really go into specifics, but that is, like, 100% part of the trio of the songs, because, well, James literally mentions cardigan in the song Betty, and, like, how she always wears a cardigan. So yeah, that's what I have to say about Betty, but top 3. Number 15 is Peace. So the 3 songs, Peace, Epiphany, and Hoax, they're kind of just, like, similar to me. Like, I don't know, like, I'll just, like, listen to them, just, like, to hear music in my ears, just, like, to listen to them, to, like, fall asleep to. You know, these songs are probably at, like, the bottom of my list. They're just not that memorable to me. I still like them, though, don't get me wrong, but no, it's just, like, it's just a nice song to just, like, listen to, and not really to focus into that much. Like, if I want to, like, focus on a song and, like, listen to a song to just, you know, like, focus on something and to, like, hear a story, I'd listen to Cardigan, August, and Betty. But if I just want to listen to a song, just, like, have music in the background and, like, fall asleep, I listen to Epiphany, Peace, and Hoax. So yeah, number 16, Hoax. Like I just said about 3 songs like it. Hoax is probably at the bottom of my list. Sorry, all you Hoax stans, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I think about the entire album. And like I said before, I love how it's a story, and I love how calm it is. I love how different it is. One of my favorite albums. So now, the moment that hopefully all of you guys have been waiting for. I don't even know, but I am going to give you my top 3. So, I'm going to go from the bottom, 3, 2, 1. So, number 3. Oh my god, this is so hard. Okay, you know what? No. I'm going to give you my top 5 because I can't choose top 3. I have to do top 5. Okay, so, my top 5 songs. So, coming in at last place, number 5 is August. Woohoo! Great job, August! You made it in the top 5. Yeah. One of the reasons why it's 5 is because, okay, I want to be so judgy here, but it's because the girl who he cheated with, and I love Betty. Like, I'm already obsessed with Betty, and I love her. Like, I don't know why. I just feel so protective over this fictional character. I'm like, Betty, you're my girl. Like, you're like my best friend, you know? And considering this is the girl, I sound so stupid right now. But, like, literally, like, it's a catchy song, and I love it, and that's why it's, like, top 5. But, like, you know, it's just, like, I have that, like, weird feeling. I'm like, no, you don't belong together. Like, why'd you ruin Betty's relationship? You know, so, yeah. That sounds weird, but that's why it's number 5. But good job making the top 5. Yay, August. Okay, so number 4 is going to be, drum roll, please. Number 4 is going to be Exile. Woohoo! Great job, Exile. Yes. So I really like the song. Super catchy, you know, reminds me of the last time, but it's just, you know, it's good, but like I said, not my favorite song. I don't know what else to say, but I really like it. I really like how there's like 2 different perspectives by 2 different people, and I like the story of it, but you know, it's like kind of basic, but still really catchy, and I love it, and that's why it's number 4 on my list. So now to my top 3. So, let's get a drum roll, please. Number 3. Drum roll. I don't know what I'm doing. Number 3 is Cardigan. Woohoo! Yeah! I love the song. Super catchy, super great. Love the video. It's number 3 because it doesn't really go into like too much depth about like the story, I guess. It's more just like Betty and James's like relationship, like in general and stuff. And it's not like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like, I don't know, but it's not my favorite, but it's really catchy and I love it, and it's part of the storyline, and yes, that's why Cardigan is my number 3. So woohoo! Yeah, great job, Cardigan, making my top 3. So now, number 2. Drum roll, please. Number 2 is Betty. I love the song. I think it's cute. And I don't know, it's just like, does she hate me? Like, I know we did wrong and it's okay. She probably hates me, but like, I really miss her. And I really love it. It really goes with the whole storyline of it, and it's just, it completes it so well. It's such a good tie-up to that little story inside this album, and I'm just obsessed with that, and I love that so much, and I've listened to this song so many times. But yeah, since that is my number 2, it's time for my number 1. So final drum roll, please. Okay, my number 1 song in the Folklore album, as of right now, is The Last Great American Dynasty. Woohoo! Yeah, great job, The Last Great American Dynasty. Why do I always love the songs, like the longest titles? Like in Lover, my favorite song was Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. And in Folklore, my favorite song is The Last Great American Dynasty. So, and in Reputation, my favorite song was This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. And in Red, my favorite song was I Knew You Were Trouble. I never thought about that, but I love the songs with the weird long titles. Anywho, back to what was at hand. The Last Great American Dynasty. It's super catchy. It's the most upbeat song, and it does tell a little story. It's not interconnecting like the other ones, but I still love it super duper much. Number one in my heart. Great job, The Last Great American Dynasty. And also connects to the Rhode Island house, and I love the state Rhode Island. It's probably my favorite state. So yeah, I love how I can like feel connected to it in that way. Like, I know that state, you know? Like, I don't know, that's super duper weird, but yeah, and that's why I love it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed whatever this was. Hopefully it's not too long, but as of right now, it's probably at least 20 minutes. So these videos are always super duper long and super duper hard to edit because it's just so many songs, and I have to give my thoughts and opinions on all of them, and I have to give my thoughts and opinions on the album as a whole. So yeah, it takes a while to film, takes a while to edit, but it is like one of my favorite videos to film because I get to tell you guys about like my favorites and what I think of the new music. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this video. Tell me your top 5 favorites in the comments below, and yeah, if you have any more video ideas, make sure to comment them below with your top 5 favorites from this album. And yeah, I might do a video on just like the 3 connecting songs, like after I like listen to them more and like go into depth about the story more, and you know, I could make a video on that, so let me know if you want that. But if you like this video, then make sure to leave a like down below, and if you want to see more crazy Taylor Swift related content, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.